Carolina Panthers and the Oakland Raiders. Fall is in the air, and the NFL season is in full swing, and we're underway here in Week 4. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Down, wide 85. 59, Mike to 59. We ain't giving up nothing today.
First rep of the game for Josh Jacobs. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
Raider 2. Express. Switch. 93.
Now Carr. Looking left side, he's got it. Complete. Now what a first down pickup of 8. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
When we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, they like his work ethic. This guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
We own them. Switch. Right down. Hey, watch it.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Carr with a play fake to Jacobs. Rolling to his left. Now he'll square up and throw deep. And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9.
Check. Fresno. Express. 51 to Mike, boy. 51. 93. Bravo.
Working from the gun, it's Carr. Oh, look at the strength.
No.
A big play that time for the Raiders. 45 yards. All right, Charles, let me put you in the head of one of those defenders out there. You have a big play like that go against you so early. Does that shake your confidence?
It shouldn't, but it often does because your thought process all during the week is how you're going to get after that offense and make your plays. And when they make one against you, it makes you a little bit hesitant.
Time to regroup. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down.
Let's go, D, let's go.
this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up second and 10.
Tight dog, tight dog, tight. Low, low, low. Shit. Shit. Boost right, see. 26. Alert flare, flare. He's checking.
On second down, Jacobs. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. 1 yard, the official pickup there, so it's going to set up 3rd and 9.
Let's go.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but here's 3rd down.
Every day. Express. 29. One set. Check Mike 54.
From the gun, it's Carr. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. Shaq Thompson making his presence felt on the sack.
It's about how teams are so competitively matched, and you just want to make those plays that give you an advantage. How about right here? The difference between letting them score a touchdown versus holding them to a field goal, that's absolutely huge with the play he just made.
And you know he hated taking the loss there on 3rd down. So the opening drive does yield points, maybe not the 7 they wanted, but they'll take the 3.
Accumulating first downs does not go up on the scoreboard, but it does go into the...
Now a hit and a loose football, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. If ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
Now the man from nearby Stanford, Christian McCaffrey. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Eight yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 9 yards the pickup there, and it's a first down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Out of the pistol, McCaffrey. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
At the Raiders' 46-yard line.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Now Newton. Got him in. It's Brown. Too far downfield, something those linemen have to watch out for, and that time it costs them.
Check 80. 8. Check 15.
There's Newton now on second down. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. 13 yards, first down, Panthers.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 38. And Now this pass brought in by Brown. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A good pickup there, a 22.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Back to the ground attack here. It's McCaffrey. The ball's out. McCaffrey lost it.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover.
Mike 56, Mike 56. Hey, watch the slam. 20.
2nd and 5 now. Newton dancing to his left. Now, and I think the ball's out.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. And
he takes it into the end zone for a Panthers touchdown. Jordan Scarlett, his first touchdown on the year. And the Panthers have taken the lead. And there you go. Nothing really too complex. Block, keep to your assignments, let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Shotgun now for Carr. He'll find his tight end. That's Waller. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. After 1, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. From the gun, Carr. He'll rifle this one deep right side. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Logan Ryan. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
And he'll take it forward for about 5 up to the 28-yard line.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Here's Newton. He's going deep for Brown. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Carolina. Antonio Brown. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Panthers strike quickly here for 6 points. Extra point try good by Gano. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. Flush to his right. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. Trey Boston shot through on the safety blitz for the sack.
Not a blitz, but the guy who's normally the last line of defense recognized that he had a chance to get to the quarterback, and that's exactly what he did.
Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. To throw, it's Carr. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. The Raiders on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Operating from the gun. Carr. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. Was hoping to make a play there on the return with his speed. Instead, he makes a play for the other side.
Yeah, and how many times have we heard coaches say, you know, sometimes it's not really about those X's and O's we draw up. It's about those Jimmies and Joes. And when you have a punt returner, he's one of those Jimmies and Joes, one of the best athletes. He's unable to make the play that they were seeking, though.
So Newton and the Panthers come up now 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. And not much room there, so he'll get it up only to about the 21. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be 2nd down.
And there's the first tackle of the game for Carl Joseph. He's one of those safeties that you can utilize in any way you want. But I will have to say, I think the number one thing he does best is tackle.
On 2nd down, McCaffrey. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up in a 3rd and 9 situation. Throwing on 3rd down, Newton. And that will be incomplete. The rookie first-rounder, Jonathan Abram, there to knock it away.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
Just a yard return there after a punt of 49. And the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10. The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3-point seeding.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Carr going to give it to Jacobs. And he got half of what he needed there, 2 yards, and it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. The Raiders on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This time they face a 3rd and 2.
Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship. Watch the ship. Rush in. Rush in. Gumbo. Yo, Chief. Hey, check 24. Check 24.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it. And here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that first. On first down, Jacobs. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 43-yard line.
We've got a 14-3 ball game with 2 minutes left in the opening half. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes.
Raider 1. Smith. 51's the Mike. Here we go. Mike 51.
Now they'll throw with Carr. And now the ball's out. Carr lost it. Fumble. And it's picked up by the Panthers. The big man, get the oxygen tank ready. And he takes it into the end zone. It's a fumble recovery and a touchdown for the Panthers. And Charles, look at the big fella. What a rumble that was. Not only to scoop it, but then take it the rest of the way for the touchdown.
And now you know they're going to have to hear about it from now on. The defensive backs, he's going to want to run with them, do their drills, the whole deal. He thinks he's the pace setter now.
It doesn't matter what happens in practice this week, he's smiling. And he'll be taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And this, let's face it, an important drive if they're going to get back into this ballgame.
Think about going into the locker room down 21-10 as opposed to 21-3. 21-10, a little more optimism, a little more bounce around the locker room, a little more discussion about how they're going to finish this thing off. 21-3, discouragement clouds that locker room.
Yeah, and I think a touchdown much bigger than a field goal on this drive just to get into the end zone and get that momentum.
Watch the twist. Hey, Raider 2.
Carr will try it again on second down. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. Carr now 5 out of 10, 50% throwing it. Not so hot, but he does have a first down.
Hey, Foxtrot.
Now Carr. He's going to sling this deep downfield. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Trey Boston. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Give him 18. It's a Carolina first down. Cool under pressure right there, escaping the pocket and finding what I think was not his primary target.
And some of these guys are just so comfortable getting outside of the pocket that they'll do it on purpose. It doesn't even need to be a breakdown. They move, and they know it affects the defense because a lot of times you get lost in coverage in the secondary, and I think you're exactly right. Wasn't his primary target. Found a secondary guy who sprang open, probably because of his movement out of the pocket.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop him with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now second down and 22 yards to go. Now he's got the hook up to Moore. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. Now the Panthers going to signal for their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And it's caught. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last two plays. A bit of a surprise. They're going for it with 2 ticks remaining. No sign of the field goal unit. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the left hash, he'll have to cut this at a tight angle. And the 11-year veteran bangs it through. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach. The Panthers out in front, and they will get the football first. Second half action underway. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spend the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. And now he'll tuck it and run. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
20.
On first down, Newton. He finds his man, the tight end Olsen. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again.
Well, that play looks familiar because we saw them working on it in practice this week. And for a lineman trying to block on this play, they love when they get the defense moving in one direction and when they try and change direction.
And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Christian McCaffrey, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Panthers, they widen their lead. Gano the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be taken in at the 1. And a good return. He's across the 35-yard line, right around the 36. The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. On first down, they go with Jacobs again. The ball comes out, and it's picked up by the Panthers. So the defense there, opportunist.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. He didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, let's just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And it's incomplete. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now a run with McCaffrey. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. That one covers 29 yards. First down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
He's got the first down inside the 10, and he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. DJ Moore, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Extra point try good by Gano, and that will extend this big lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You'd better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
59's Mike, 59's Mike. Check, 59.
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Carr. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. It's the Pro Bowler Luke Kuechly that picks it. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over.
Ready up. Mike 20. Let's go, tackle. Let's go. We got this.
On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. And an alley to run. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a 1st.
And having built that kind of a lead, they're able to do whatever they want right now. All momentum on their side, especially now running the football.
Yeah, you're talking about a defense being on their toes. They don't know what's going to hit them next at this point.
No, they went from toes to heels, and they're trying to figure out how to get back to the toes part.
And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
Don't say nothing.
And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it 1st and goal. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And that will be caught by Moore. He's got a Panthers touchdown. DJ Moore, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year, as his guys continue to pour it on. Gano the extra point, and the lead will swell by 1 more. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
Get that quarterback, D-line. D-line, get that quarterback. Joker. Express. Check safety.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up 4th down. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. 3 quarters in the books. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down.
Express. Watch the shit. Mike's 59. Mike's 59. Easy. Kill. Check 52. 1. Later 1.
The Raiders do snap it. It's Carr. Escaping the pressure right. And this is going to be incomplete. The Raiders try it on 4th down, but to no avail. And the Panthers are going to get it back in excellent field position.
Let's go, team. Big series right here.
This is McCaffrey. Ronald Blair on the stop.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And he'll get about 5 here as he'll take this down inside the 20-yard line.
That gives him 98 yards in this game, and he's got to feel pretty good about that, but the entire offense does. The big thing, though, Brandon, they've got to get to 100, though.
You think he knows he's at 98?
I think someone has told him by now. And here's the thing. Getting to 100 or more is tangible evidence that you've had a nice day running the football, and that's what his offensive line wants for him and for themselves.
4th down now after a loss of 2.
I have zero rooting interest in either team in this game. I only want a good game. But with all the offense we've seen from them tonight, it's kind of nice to see the defense step up and make a big play.
Yeah, I was wondering if they were ever going to get him in the backfield. Nice to see him get a stop. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. Good job by their defense, though. They held it to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3, and that's exactly what happened there.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
On 2nd and 9, Carr. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. This home crowd, they're happy with that call.
I like the way you said happy there, right? The so-called good guys didn't get a call. They feel like it's been that way all afternoon. You feeling their pain?
They finally got one.
Yes, they did.
White. Miley, 64, weak. 6 guy, check 6 guy. 694.
On 1st and 10, here's Carr. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Brian Burns picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury.
You got tight right there. Express. Me. Express. Hey, Haywood.
Another try after the 1st down sack. Carr. And a big loss here as he's taken down. K1 short with a sack. That's 315 pounds of man right there.
That right now That's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. On play action, it's Carr. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
Here's A.J. Cole now as he'll punt it away for the second time. Look at the spin.
Balance.
And 9 yards there on the return following a punt of 47. And the Panthers will take over now, first and 10. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. The outcome of this one, well, we know who's going to win it. It's just our window dressing at this point. Got me thinking, what's the biggest blowout that you've been a part of as a player, broadcaster?
No, I'm not going to go to the player part because when I think blowout...
Because you won every game as a player.
No. I think about being blown out. And no one wants to go back to those memories. But, you know, when I was calling college football, I saw a game that, you know, a team put 70. I actually saw it happen twice. A team put 70 on their opponent. And in the NFL in the 2017 season, I saw one of those changing of the guard games.
He's got daylight. The 20. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. So another score there. Often you talk about the three phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a fourth phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
They are looking strong here in the fourth quarter. The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete.
I got it. 734. Mike 51.
On first down, Carr eluding the pressure right. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. They're looking at second down now as they search for a consolation score. Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. The all-pro linebacker Luke Kuechly right there on the coverage, stride for stride. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is third and long.
Express. Motion. Hey, check motion, man. Put your hands on him. Get hands on motion. Hey, 734. 59. Buzz. Oh, you got deep?
From the gun, Carr. And now another one thrown incomplete. Eric Reed, the former LSU Tiger, making the play on the defensive side. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Express. The mic. 51's the mic. Nice, sweetheart. 637. Mike. Go. 51. You ain't going nowhere. Right here, guys. Fight 51. Mike 51. Watch the run. You're mine. Watch the run.
Boy, and now they can't even get a playoff. That's going to set them back 5 yards. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out.
6-18.
Carr to throw for it on 4th down. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Panthers will get the football back. They start on the ground with McCaffrey. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
2nd and 9 now from the 21. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
And that's the kind of run that gets everyone excited on offense. And, you know, oftentimes the guys who carry the ball are the ones in the huddle doing the chirping. Right now, I think it's the offensive line telling them, run it again. We are right there about to break a big one.
Open man is Samuel, complete.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they